Hey everyone! Did you know that playlists are one of the most underutilized tools on YouTube to get viewers to watch more than one video? So it's hard enough getting new subscribers, but why not just keep the subscribers and the viewers that you have and get them to watch more than one video? So in this live stream, or if you're watching the replay, we're going to be talking about the top benefits of using playlists on YouTube channel, and then also we're going to look at how to make a playlist, how to create one, and then also how to add them to your YouTube channel homepage. Because if you can get viewers, first-time visitors to visit your homepage and then dive more deeply into your content, then you're going to keep them longer on your channel. And this ultimately means that YouTube is going to promote your videos, in search and suggested. So those videos, as they keep watching more videos, that sends a signal to YouTube that this person's interested in your content, and therefore it'll suggest your videos out to more people on the internet. So. And then we're going to look into how to track the performance of your playlists. So hopefully everybody's using playlists, but if you're not, then this is a good tutorial on how you can create one, how you can add them, how you can optimize them, and how you can track their performance. My name is Herman Drost. I have a YouTube channel that's all about how to grow your audience on YouTube, then how to not only grow your audience, but also how to generate revenue, traffic, leads, and sales on autopilot. Because once you get one video that does well, and it may not necessarily do well right away, but it may do better weeks down the road, or even months or years down the road. Just recently, I've got a couple of videos that I didn't even know existed on my channel, because my channel is several years old. And suddenly it popped to the top of my, the top 10 videos. When you look in YouTube analytics, it popped up near the top of the top 10. And I didn't even know it existed, but now it's generating lots of views and traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you just never know when that one video that you thought, maybe you just spent a few minutes on it and you quickly put it together based upon an inspiration that you had, and then suddenly it's starting to take off. So sometimes you don't know, different things shift in the ecosphere and people have new interests, or YouTube changes something, then maybe one of your videos begins to take off. So you just never know. So I wanted to, let's see, I just got to check on see who's in here. I had to show the comments here. So who we have here. Hello, John. Good to see you. Diane. Hopefully I answered your question there. We got Curry Kongan. We've got Colin. And we got Michael Healy. And May Evans. And Dad Dappermin. So what we're talking about is a lot of people don't really see the value of playlists, but it is one of those kind of secret weapons that you could say that you could use to get people to watch more than one video. So let's take a look at some of the top benefits. I've got 7 of them. So the first one I've got is to basically get viewers to binge watch multiple videos in one visit. So say somebody is watching your video, and then you link to a playlist in your card or in your end screen that another video that's related to the one they just watched. So instead of just watching one video, they start getting deeper into your content. So they're watching, it's called session time. So it extends the viewing session. So instead of just watching that one video, then they're going to be watching another one and another one and another one. So it's extending their viewing time, and this sends a signal to YouTube that this person is very interested in your content, and then will, even select other videos that are in the playlist for them to watch. So, and this means also that that single video, instead of getting a short amount of viewing time, or what's called view duration from YouTube, it extends the view duration. So instead of viewing it for, like, maybe if it's a 5-minute video, they watch it for 2 minutes, but then they say click on a card and start watching the videos in your playlist. It extends the view duration of that single video, extending it to multiple videos. So second benefit is that you can get more views and subscribers to your channel. So most viewers, they're not going to watch, they're not going to subscribe after one video. So especially if it's a first-time visitor to your channel, then what happens is they'll watch the video and say, well, maybe I'll come back. But if you can motivate them, inspire them to watch more videos in that one viewing session, then they'll be more deeply invested into your channel, and there's a higher probability that they'll then subscribe to your channel. So it's better to keep that one viewer watching more videos, so then you can inspire them, motivate them, and you can sort of you're reinforcing the content that they've just watched. So maybe the first video they're sort of skimming through the content, but then they decide they want to go deeper, they want to solve more of their problems, and so they'll watch 5 or 10 minutes watching the videos on your channel. So in that way, you're getting more session time, you're getting a higher probability of getting another subscriber or more subscribers as you multiply that to the number of first-time visitors on your channel. And you're also getting more views, as people are watching more of your videos. Number 3, I've got, there's 2 different kinds of playlists. There's the regular playlists, and there's the official or series type playlist. And the official type playlist, according to YouTube, helps YouTube to sort of modify how the videos are presented and discovered. So say they're watching one video from your official playlist, but that sends a signal to YouTube that they're watching a video from your playlist. So then they'll suggest another video from that playlist for them to watch. So if you just have a regular playlist set up, then it doesn't have that particular feature. So when you set up your playlists, you want to create an official playlist, or what's called a series playlist, and this will then help YouTube to promote your videos in that playlist, modify the videos that the person can watch based upon the videos in that playlist. So that's the great value of having an official playlist. The fourth great benefit is that you can also rank playlists. So we're going to go into making a playlist later, but you can also optimize your playlist with your title and description. You can't put tags, but you can optimize it with the title and description, and you can even add notes to it. And this helps to rank your video playlist in the search engine. So instead of just thinking about ranking a video in the search engines, you can now rank your playlists as well. And if somebody clicks on that playlist that's in the search engines, then they're more likely to watch more than one video. So they're going to go deeper into your content. So in this way, instead of watching that one video, the ranking for one video, you can rank a playlist, ranking videos, ranking playlists, ranking all kinds of playlists. So that's another great benefit of the playlist. And also the playlist has another, has a different content ID. So if you look at the URL of a single video, it's different to the URL of the playlist. So that means, if you add a playlist after you've added a video to your channel, the next day when you're not uploading any videos, you could make a playlist, and that sends a signal to YouTube that you have activity on your channel for that day because you've added a video to a playlist or you've created a new playlist. So I highly recommend creating new playlists all the time. So and then feeding, linking to those playlists on a regular basis. The fifth great benefit is that if you embed a playlist on your website, then people will stay longer on your website because, they're watching more than one video. So if you can take that embed code and then embed it on your website, then according to Google, the longer people stay on a web page, then they'll rank that web page higher in the search engine. So then you get a great possibility that your own web page will then rank in the Google search engines. So, and another side benefit of that is if you embed your video or your playlist on your website, then there's a high probability that your video that's embedded in the playlist will also appear in the carousel of video images that appear in Google. So when a person does a search on Google for a particular keyword phrase, up pops your thumbnail at the top of the search engines because YouTube, what Google is doing now is putting those images across the top of the Google search results. So if you've embedded a video on your website, you've optimized it and everything, then your thumbnail, which is like a little ad, is going to appear in the Google search engines, and people can click on that image. It's going to be also probably with several other images, but hopefully, if yours is at the top left, people click, from left to right. But, and if it's a thumbnail that really stands out amongst your competitors, then you get an extra click from the Google search engine. So definitely try to rank your playlists, embed your playlists on your web pages and blogs and websites, etc. And number 6 is that you can also, if you have a small channel, then you can, if you have a small channel, you can use playlists to grow your channel. So what you do, say you have like 3 videos on your channel, only 3 videos. So put that one video in a playlist and then look for other videos that are of the same content, the same niche, or related to that particular video that are coming from other channels. Then add those videos to the playlist to that playlist that you created, and make sure your video is the first one that appears in that playlist. So you might have, say, 5 or 10 videos in that playlist, but when somebody watches your video and then they watch another video in that playlist, but it's from another channel, you still get credit for that viewing session because they started viewing that playlist from your particular video. So, and that way you can actually, aggregate or bundle different videos from different channels and put them in a playlist with your one at the very top. Number 7 is that it makes, by putting your videos in a playlist, it makes your videos more searchable and discoverable. So one of the top ranking factors on YouTube is the watch time, and watch time is the amount of time that people spend on YouTube watching your videos. So if they're watching a single video, you'll get, say it's like a 5-minute video, your watch time is going to be 5 minutes, if a person watches all the way through. But say they watch only half the way through, then but then they click to a playlist, then it extends the viewing session, and they're going to be staying more of the time on YouTube, so it extends your watch time. So So then instead of the watch time of that single video, you've got a long watch time. Maybe if they're watching 5 or 6 videos, you'll have a watch time of like 10 minutes. So this sends a signal to YouTube that this video where they started watching deserves to be ranked in the search engine, to be promoted in the suggested, recommended to on other people's channels based upon their viewing behavior. So adding a playlist then helps your videos to rank in search and in suggested videos. So those are all just some of those. Probably tons of other benefits out there. Those are just the top 7 that I could kind of think of on the top of my head. But question for you guys and girls: are you using playlists, and have you found it very effective? Have you got any if you've got any other tactics that you've been using that are successful, then just put that tip in the chat stream. And we're going to go now into the steps to actually create a playlist. So we're going to go over to my YouTube Studio dashboard. It used to be the YouTube Studio Classic. So normally I would go into the old dashboard, but now YouTubers, and for people that don't know it, the new YouTube dashboard is changing from the classic dashboard to the YouTube Studio dashboard. So I think they said sometime this year they're going to move everything over to the YouTube Studio dashboard. So instead of because I kind of know like the classic dashboard very well, but the Studio dashboard is a little bit different. So we're going to go straight into the Studio dashboard and look at how we can add a playlist. So bear with me as we switch over to the sharing a screen. Okay, so here we are at the, whoops, hope I got the right one here. Hopefully you can see my channel page here. And so we're going to actually create, add some videos to a playlist. So, so what we do is we go to the, let's see, I got the right one here? Okay, so here's the Studio dashboard. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of the right one here. Okay, so anyway, here we are at the here's the YouTube Studio dashboard, and then you just go to all your videos, and then you select the video that maybe you want to add to a playlist. So you can just click on here, and then you'll see here, add to playlist. So so if I want to add this video to a playlist, click on the drop down, and here's all my playlists. So I could just select a video, select a playlist, and then I can add it to that playlist. So, but we're not going to do that. We're going to click on new playlist. And then we're going to add a title. So we'll just call this test for now. We're going to call it test. And then the visibility, public, private, or unlisted. Let's do private for now. Click create. So here's the playlist test. Okay, so here's my playlists. And then let's see, hopefully, let's see. So here's the playlists. Okay, let's save. Okay, bear with me 1 minute. This new dashboard's a little bit new, so I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And then I'm going to go to the let's see here. Okay, let's go back to the here, and then we'll click on playlists. Okay, so basically what I did here, so I created the playlist, and here I just went to my, I logged into YouTube, and then I just went to playlists. So here I can see all my playlists, and if I click on down here, I've got created playlists, saved playlists, etc. So I'm going to go to all playlists. And then I got to find my test playlists. So, okay, let's have a look here. Save playlist, created playlist. Okay, let's look at the created playlists. Okay, here's the test playlist. Okay, that's probably one I created before. But anyway, here's a playlist. And so it's on private at the moment. And here's the video that's in the playlist. Okay. Let's navigate somewhere else. Go back here again. Okay, we're going to the, oh, where's my playlist now? Lost the playlist. So here's the playlist, but now we want to go back, loop the playlist. No, we don't want to do that. So let's go back to the Creator Studio. Then I guess we'll do it the old ways that we have here. So anyway, just bear with me while we go to the old playlists. So this is actually in classic. So anyway, here's my test playlist that I just set up. Well, I can actually, let's create a new one again. So I'll do just test 2. And then I'll select the private. Okay, so here it is. I got no videos in this playlist. And then, so I also want to have a thumbnail on here. So what I do, I can just click edit. And then I've got the, if I click on add a description, I can say something like learn how to monetize YouTube videos. So that'll be my description. Test 2 is my title for that one. And so we got that. So that's do. Then we got the playlist settings. So here I can do private for settings. So I leave it on private, and then the ordering. I can add new videos to the top of the playlist, and I can have the kind of ordering I can do. I can date added newest, oldest, most popular, newest, date published newest, date published oldest. So I can choose all of that. And here you've got the set as official playlist for this official series for this playlist. So so if I check that, as I said before, use this setting for sets of videos uploaded to your channel as part of official playlist. A video cannot appear in more than one series playlist, that's the official playlist, and YouTube uses this information to modify how the videos are discovered and presented. So you definitely want to use an official playlist. So we're going to leave that checked. Then we can also, if you wanted to do auto add, if you just want to set it up as an automatic function, then you can add rules. So you can define rules for your videos to automatically be added to the playlist. So here you can add a rule, so title contains, or description contains, or the tag contains, and then you can just add it here. But we're not going to do that. But we are going to add some videos. This little 3 dots up here means that you can delete the playlist, and you can also translate the playlist. So just to be aware of that, because sometimes it's not easy to see those dots. So, and then we're going to add videos. You have some options here. You can do a video search. You can do it with the video URL, and also you can search your own particular videos. So, for instance, my recent video was how to change video thumbnail on YouTube. So let's select that one. And then we also can select this one because that was one I uploaded previous to the other one. And we just click add videos. And now you can see that the top video, the thumbnail of the top video, automatically becomes the thumbnail of the playlist. And then you also have the options here. So these other options, if you click the more one, I can move it to the top. So say, for instance, this one here, I want it to move to the top. So I click on here, and now it's to the top. I can move it to the bottom. And I can also add some notes to it. So you can put some notes about your video right in here. And that helps YouTube to discover your videos. So I'd say definitely add like a 1 or 2 line description to your particular playlist. And then you can set, say instead of this one, I want to set this one for the thumbnail. So, whoopsie, do that one. So I got the thumbnail here, but I want to choose this thumbnail. So let's click on more, set playlist thumbnail. And so I'm using the thumbnail from this particular video in the playlist. So not necessarily the top one. So say you have like any type of video, any number of videos, say you had 5 videos in here, then you could choose like the 5th one and then add that, use the thumbnail for that one. So you can pick and choose. And then if you want to move these playlists, move these videos around in the playlist, so maybe the second one is performing really well, so you want to move it to the top. So you can do it here, move to the top, or say you have like 20 videos in your playlist, then it's going to take a lot of time, but you can hover over these little 3 dots over here on the left. Oopsie, don't want to do that. Hover over the 3 dots over here on the left, and then you just slide it. So you can slide these videos. So say you had 20 videos, you can just slide it to the top or slide it to the position where you want it. So just drag and drop it basically. So a lot of people don't know about that, but it's just you hardly see these 3 little dots here. So somebody has a quick question here. Jamie Creek Crew. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Can we add any type of video to a playlist even we didn't make the videos? Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream that you can actually add videos from other people's channels. So yeah, you can do that. Let's see if I want to add videos. So you just click on add videos here, and then you do a video search. So say I had a video from somebody else's channel, I could search for it here, or I could just drop the URL in here, and then I'd add that video would be added to my playlist. So I could get like 10 videos. Say, as I mentioned before, say I just started my channel, I only have one video in my channel, but I want to grow my channel fast, so I could put that one video, or maybe I had 2 videos, I could put one of the videos in a playlist, and then I could add 10 videos that have similar content or go deeper into the content from really popular channels. You know, they're getting thousands of subscribers, getting thousands of views, and say that video has got 10 million views, and then I could grab that URL and add it to my playlist. So you're kind of piggybacking on the popularity of somebody else's video by putting it in the playlist. But make sure that your own video is at the beginning of the playlist. So if somebody starts the viewing session from your video and then goes to somebody else's video from a different channel, but it's still on the playlist, then you're actually capitalizing on that viewing session. Okay, so here we got the test to optimize your playlist. And it's very important to do this, is to have an optimized title. So test 2 is not an optimized title, but so here's like how to change video thumbnail on YouTube. I could title it something like how to change video thumbnails on YouTube, or how to change YouTube thumbnails in 2019. So, you know, just modify it a little bit, and then when you optimize it, so you'd put a description here, and this description of your playlist is going to appear if you add it to your channel homepage. This description, like learn how to monetize YouTube videos, that's going to appear on your YouTube channel homepage. And if it ranks in the search engines, that keyword phrase will also appear in the search engines for your playlist. So make sure you create an optimized title, optimized description, and then for your single videos, make sure you add some notes. So add some notes here for each video in the playlist. That just helps. So as I say, you know, if you can delete the playlist, add all to, translate. You can even translate the playlist info. So you could do that. So here you could select the language. You know, so add a new language, and then you could add the translated title and the translated description. So maybe you have, you know, a lot of Chinese people are watching your content. So maybe you want to translate your info. You could translate it. You know, use Google Translate or something like that. So you could get people from other countries that are finding your videos in the search engines. Okay, so we covered that, and next we're going to look at adding your playlist to your channel homepage. So let's have a look here. So going back to the channel homepage, let's see. So just put this in here. Should have done a tab for that one. Okay, so here back at the channel homepage, and here's my live video. Oh, okay, great. So what we do is we click on the Creator Studio. How come it ain't working? Okay, here we go. Wow, that was pretty slow. We don't want to do that. Create a studio again. I don't know why it's happening. Usually when you click on Create a Studio, then it shows up with your videos there at the bottom. So I guess we'll go to the dashboard. Let's try a different way to get there. And just go to channel maybe. See it here. I guess I don't know why it's happening here, but let's try that again. That's what happens when you're on the live. So normally what happens is you click on Create a Studio, and then it gives you another view where you can go down the bottom and add sections. So that's what we want to do. Let's try that again. I don't know why it's going straight to videos. Well, let's go to dashboard again. Let's go to channel again. Or I can try the Studio Beta. And let's see here. It's not working for me. That's strange. Okay, I'm going to try it once more. Let's try once more. We'll go back to the classic. So classic's down here. And then we go back to channel. Let's see if we can go to playlists maybe. Nope. Okay, maybe I have to show you in a different video on that. I have a video coming out about that. But normally what you do is you click on the Create a Studio. View the recent. Not giving us that. So, okay, that's not working for me today. So let me just tell you how it normally works, and then I'll give you, I'll do a video later about that I'll upload to the channel. So, Then we're going to talk about tracking your playlists. So let me go back here. Okay, sorry about that. It was working before I did the live stream. I checked it out, but it's not working in my demo. So I'll just tell you what you normally should do when you want to add the playlist to your channel homepage. So what you do is you just go to Creator Studio. You go to that customized link. So you go to your channel, and then you go to customize, and then you go down to the bottom of your channel homepage, and then you just click on the add a section, and in those sections there's some drop downs there that gives you an option to do a playlist, single playlist, different playlist, etc. And so you just choose a single playlist, and then you also have the option to choose horizontal or vertical. So you can do horizontal and vertical. I kind of recommend doing both horizontal and vertical. And then you can just move those playlists up, to the top of your channel homepage or in the middle of your channel homepage, etc. And then you'll have that playlist added to your channel homepage. So that's the procedure that I was trying to show you a few minutes earlier. Okay, so now we're going to go into tracking the performance of your playlists. So I'm going back to screen share, and so this is going to be in the YouTube Studio dashboard, analytics, reach viewers. That's how you get there. Then you scroll down to the bottom, and it's got all your traffic source types, external, suggested, and down the bottom here you got playlists. So, and here you got your different playlists. So here's the my top playlist is getting 24.6%. The watch time here, and then my next one. So if I clicked on that one, then it gives you more statistics just for that specific playlist. So I've got impressions, which is how many times your video thumbnails were shown to viewers, includes only impressions on YouTube. So I got that. So if I click that, then I got like 180 impressions for that one. Then I got impressions click-through rate, which is the views per impression shown. This measures how often the viewers watched a video after seeing an impression, so 3.6%. Then I've got the views and the average view duration. So if you look at this average view duration, then it's only 4 minutes on this particular playlist. But the watch time is 456 minutes. Whereas if I go down to like unknown, I don't know what that one is, but that's like 32. I guess this might be a live stream or something like that. But say if you had like a 32 average view duration, that's really good. And 193 minutes watch time, that's not that good. But you can just look at the average view duration, and maybe like this one here, how to stay motivated on YouTube, that gets a strong average view duration. But like this one here, how to generate revenue from YouTube videos, it has 5 minutes average view duration. So you can kind of select which playlist would be the best to put at the top of your YouTube channel homepage. So I think currently I have how to grow your channel in 2019. I've got that one at the top. But I might think about adding this how to rank YouTube videos, because this has 456 watch time minutes and 4 minutes average view duration. So this how to grow YouTube channels at currently the highest. So that's it's kind of good. You can also look at geography, age, gender, revenue source, subscription source, etc. And you can check also the number of days, like 28 days, 90 days. So I could switch to 90 days, see how they performed in that one. So if we look again, I don't know what this unknown is, but very low click-through rate. Track that one down. But I can see that How to Grow a YouTube Channel in 2019 has got average view duration 6 minutes higher than all the other ones. And then a watch time minutes is higher over the last 3 months period, probably because that playlist has been around the longest. Okay, so that's talking about statistics. Let's go back here. Okay, so some things to kind of keep in mind when you're creating your playlist. I would say, like, look at the top performing videos in a playlist and move those top performing videos to the top of your playlist. So you know that those videos are also already getting a lot of traction. So move them to the top, and then your top performing playlist, move that to the top of your channel homepage, because you know that when people watch, come to your banner, maybe watch your channel trailer, then the next thing they watch is a playlist. So kind of like a book, the front cover of the book is the channel banner, and then the inside cover is your channel trailer, and then the chapters are like your playlist. So create sections on your channel homepage containing your most popular playlists, and within those playlists, put your most popular videos. So it might be 5 or 6 or 7 videos in that playlist. And then share your playlist. Share your playlist. As I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, share it on your social media sites. Share it on your website. Share it on, if you have a Facebook group, or link it in the cards. Link it in the end screens. Put it in your description, because a lot of people read the description as they're watching the video. You can also pin it to the top of your comments. So when people go to comment, you could say, well, if you want to dive more deeply into more content that's related to the content you just watched, or what you want to watch more related videos, then watch this playlist. So then automatically, as they come down to the comments, they see your message to check out a playlist. So you can add it to the description, to the comments, in the cards, in the end screens, on your website, social media sites, anywhere that you can get people to watch more than one video. Okay, if you have any questions about playlists, then put it in the chat stream. So I think I answered Diane's question there about translating the videos. Mike said it's on my to-do list for the weekend. May Evans says, thanks for your advice. You're welcome. And Oreo Time said, yeah, thanks for the reminder. Let's not forget to give Herman a thumbs up, my friends. Absolutely. So definitely like this video. Perth West, I guess Perth West sounds from like from Australia. Playlists do help for sure. Absolutely. Random TM is saying your tips really help. Thank you very much. Glad to hear that. And Flannel Guy is saying, I use playlists and have a few different ones that have relevant videos within them. but I don't see that many views for those playlists. Well, it's probably not going to get as much as your videos, but over time, as you link to your playlists, in your cards and your end screens, the more that you link to a popular playlist, then you're going to get more views to that playlist or to a particular video in that playlist. And one thing I didn't mention before was you could actually link to a video that's like further down on the playlist. So maybe you have a video that's more relevant to the video that they've just watched, that's like number 10 in the playlist. So just grab that long video URL and link to that one, using that particular URL. And when they watch that video, they'll see all the other videos that are then in the playlist, and then they can pick and choose the different ones that they want to watch. And John Eckhart's saying that playlists are affected. I don't have a channel active yet, but as a viewer, I find things of interest many times on the same channel. So yeah, so that's like from a viewer perspective, you just, kind of like going to the movies, they show you the previews. So maybe your video of 1 to 3 minutes is like a preview of more, of a more content that they want to watch. So your first video is like a preview, and they're kind of just, if it's a first-time visitor, then they're just going to, it's a first, you're kind of introducing them to your channel. But then as they go further into your content, they become more familiar with your style, your content, and if it's a burning question or burning problem that they want to solve, then they're going to dig deeper into your content. Jamie Cruz said, can we add any type of video to the playlist if we didn't make the video? I think we answered that one. Yeah, you can customize a type of playlist with a section. Good to promote your most popular videos. Yeah, so you can actually customize the way that your playlists appear on your channel homepage. You could put it in a vertical way. You could put it in a horizontal way. Let's go back. Just share my screen quickly. Maybe I can show you quickly here. Let's see. So let's quickly go back to my channel homepage, and I'll show you kind of what can be done. What? Oh, I misspelled it. Can't spell. Here it is. Okay, so here's my channel homepage. So I've got I got the live video going on now. We got there's a horizontal playlist here, and notice when we talked about optimizing your playlist, adding a title and description. So here's the title, and then here's the description. The description that I added. When you add that description, when you optimize your playlist, that's going to appear above your thumbnails. So you have that option. And then here you got, here you got a vertical playlist. So your description's also going to appear here. The good thing about the vertical playlist, you're going to have more of a description appearing next to your video. Whereas here it's like very tiny. It's just got your title and the horizontal one. But with a vertical one, you got the title, you got a longer description for each video. So that's very helpful. And same on this one here. So So I got vertical and horizontal. You got your titles, you got your descriptions, etc. there. And so you can, and also another thing you can do is you can just have a playlist by itself. So instead of a series of videos, you have the option to just have a series of playlists here. So you can do that too. Okay, Isa17 has a question. Can you put the same playlist on the pinned comment of all your videos? Yeah, you can. You can just, you can, if you want to pin that same playlist to 10 different videos, yeah, you can go ahead. You can do that. You can, when you go to pin a comment, then make sure it's pinned to the top of your comments, and you can add, the same playlist to, maybe you just want to check, just use that same playlist for every video that you upload for like 10 weeks. So yes, you can do that. But I would say I'd highly recommend, make sure that the playlist is related to the content I've just watched, because otherwise, if it's not related, they're probably not going to click on it. Oh, hi, Harley. Good to see you. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend. And Joel says, can low watch time affect your video in the rankings? Yeah, it can. If people are only watching, say, 1 minute of a 5-minute video, then that will affect your rankings and search and ability of YouTube to promote your videos and the suggested videos. So you want to try to get your watch time as long as possible. So ideally, you want to get a high audience retention. So usually I go by the metric. If you can get 50% of your viewers watching all the way through your video, then there's a higher probability your video will be appear in the suggested videos. So I would try to shoot for an audience retention of like 50%, 60 or 70% would even be great. But if you can extend the watch time with the playlists by, say you see people dropping off your video after 1 minute of a 5-minute video, then you can put a playlist at that drop-off point because it's already existing on YouTube. And then hopefully they'll click on your playlist and start watching more of your videos, so that extends the viewing session of that individual video. So yeah, the higher the watch time, that's a huge ranking factor on YouTube. Okay. John says, what camera are you using now? The live stream looks great. And are you making all of your videos with that camera? No, I'm just using a, what's it called? I'm using a webcam now. It's, what's it called? It's called a ProStream webcam. I think it's like a C922. I think it's not really a C922, but it's exactly the same. So a lot of people use a C920 Logitech webcam. But I think if you're going to buy one, which is around like $50, then I would go for the C922 or the Logitech Brio, which I think uses a sharper lens on it, but I think it's more expensive. But yeah, just a simple webcam is all I'm using. For my regular videos, I have a new camera and I use that. So I was a little bit disappointed because it didn't make a huge improvement, but the good thing is that it has an autofocus. But also the good thing about the Logitech webcam, it's that high definition, and also it is autofocus. So, you can move back and forth, and it also has an autofocus feature. And Liz is saying, thank you. Your channel is very helpful. Thanks, Liz. Appreciate that. Okay, Liz has another question, not about playlist. Do you know why YouTube takes watch time away? Do you know why YouTube takes watched time away? I'm not quite sure why that happens. I don't exactly know what you mean because when you have watch time on a video, that's going to register in your analytics. So if you watched say 2 minutes, usually if you go to YouTube Analytics, then you can see how long people are watched and when they've dropped off. So I guess the bigger question is if people are dropping off, why are they dropping off? Maybe it's something you said in the video, or like sometimes you might say, well, that's all for now, and that's sort of a signal to them that that the video is coming to an end. Or you might kind of ramble on in the video and people are getting bored or something like that. So it's good to look at those points in your video where you see like the hills and the valleys. So in the valleys, you want to try to eliminate the valleys. So I think that if you can increase the watch time or increase the audience retention on each individual video, even if say you're getting audience retention of like 30%, maybe the next video try to shoot for 32%, then the next video you could shoot for like 35%. So try to increase that audience retention, and along with that also is one of the big ranking factors is to get people to watch your videos is the click-through rate. So if you can boost your click-through rate, the number of people that are clicking on your thumbnail, so you want to create an attractive thumbnail that gets the click. And if you can boost that, then that also helps to get your videos suggested and surfaced by YouTube to other people's channels. Okay, let's see. I saw my channel had about 2,000 watch time and it's now 1,800. Yeah, I don't know why that is, Liz. It could be that, sometimes what happens is that YouTube does a purge of inactive channels, false channels. So maybe that has something to do with the reduced watch time. So sometimes, sometimes you get a lot of people that say, well, if you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to your channel. If I've subscribed to your channel from 10 channels, so please subscribe to my channel. So they've created a lot of false accounts. So then YouTube does a purge of the inactive accounts, and maybe that might affect the watch time. My theory. And then Gabrielle is saying that if you delete videos, they take away the watch time. Not too sure about that. I think that, well, of course, people are not going to watch your videos if you delete them. But I think that the views and subscribers remain. As far as I know, I think the watch time is still archived on your channel. So not absolutely sure about that, but I would say, that even old videos that you put unlisted or private that you watch, that's going to contribute to the watch time. But public watch time, if you're talking about 4,000 hours to become a member of the YouTube Partner Program, then those have to be public videos, and the more that people watch those videos, then the more watch time hours you'll accumulate on your channel. So if anybody hasn't subscribed to the channel, then make sure you hit the red subscribe button. And if you need help with growing the YouTube channel, with keyword research, optimization, growth, etc., I do have an ebook of 100 pages with screenshots. That's at tubebootcamp.com. So that's kind of an ebook that I created a few months or a couple of months ago. So you can kind of you can go through the the content, that has the table of contents, and click on any of the table of contents, and then that will go straight to the section that you want. So I'll just put that URL in the chat here. That's tubebootcamp.com. And if you're not a member of the Facebook group, then definitely become a member of the Facebook group. You can ask questions. You can interact with other people that are in the group, and you can, get some feedback on your channel, on your thumbnails, etc. Oh, okay. So Gabrielle is saying, "Oh, hi, Dr. Stan. Good to see you. Met Dr. Stan at the video Vid Summit not last year, this year. Wow, time's going fast." So yeah, Gabrielle, or D&D. So he's got a tip here for us based on his experience. D&D says, "I've deleted one video, lost our watch time hours. Do not delete the video that you upload." So yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, I had a video once, just based on my experience. I had a video once that had accumulated like 40,000 views, and lots of I actually got a lot of revenue from it. But then I had I think 2 seconds of copyrighted music on it, and as a result, I think it was after 4 years, somebody asked YouTube to take down the video because it had 2 seconds of copyrighted music. So then I tried to get hold of the company, but they didn't respond, back and forth. As a result, the video got removed from my channel, so I lost those. So it was a very popular video, but so now I lost all those, the revenue and the watch time and views, from that video. So just that was kind of my experience. Oh, Stan, are you going to Vid Summit 2019? Yeah, that's just for those people that don't know what we're talking about. Vid Summit is sort of the premier video marketing conference of the year. There's a lot of them going on this year. It's like Social Media Marketing World, and there's Social Media World. I can't remember them all, but Vid Summit is one of the great ones. It's not that cheap, but it's definitely a place that you can meet other video creators from all over the world in one place. So you kind of go crazy meeting all kind, like thousands of people, a couple of thousand people there. I don't know how many people, but the good thing is you can ask lots of questions, and you kind of bounce into people everywhere you go, and you can immediately start talking shop about what's working in your videos, what's not working in your videos. So you're kind of you can get answers to your questions from people that are giving the presentations, after the presentation's finished. So yeah, it's a great place to go. They took the revenue back. I don't know what you mean by that, Stan. What do you mean by they took the revenue back? They took the revenue back. So does that mean different revenue? Not sure. And okay. So Michael's saying unlisted videos don't delete. Yeah, don't delete your unlisted videos. So it's good to just, sometimes you might want to, make that unlisted video public. So, and then also the views that you accumulate, say like sometimes I run ads to an unlisted video. So I use that unlisted video to run video ads on Google, but it's not going to be a public video unless somebody knows the link. But you might generate thousands of views on that unlisted video, but then that accumulates on your channel, so that adds to your channel. But it's not going to be you can't rank unlisted videos unless they go public. So that's just good to know. So I think the bottom line for creating, the big takeaways of playlists is that you're getting this one person that's watching a video, but why let them leave the video? Why not let them continue watching successive videos in a row? So that person got there by search, that person got there by suggested videos. Now why not try to keep them? So it's kind of like the old marketing principle. It's easier to keep the customers that you've acquired than to find a new customer. So in the same way with YouTube, it's easier to keep the person watching more videos than it is to try to spend time ranking your videos and trying to get them in suggested videos. So I think the value, if you place a lot of value on one person, think about that one person that finally he or she came to watch your video. So then how can you make that viewing experience for them as valuable as possible? So try to make a very concise and valuable content in your video, and try to hook them, to keep them watching all the way through your video, but not only just keep them watching, but keep them watching even after the video is finished. So that means that they are more invested in your channel and more likely to subscribe. So I think that's a kind of a good motto, is to keep people watching as long as possible. So when you create the video, or if you're thinking about your content calendar, think about that series of videos or an episode of videos. So you might think, well, say it was about training puppies. So then you could say how to train a puppy not to bite. Then the next video is how to train a puppy to not pee all over your carpet. How to train a puppy to get the newspaper. So then you got a series of videos that people are going to be watching in succession, one after another. So I think as you plan your content calendar, think about that library of videos that people will want to watch maybe over and over. Maybe want to watch one after another. So sometimes when people watch a video, they'll also rewind the video, or they'll go back and try to rewatch it or watch a certain part of it. So that actually helps the audience retention. And then, link to that playlist in the card, in the end screen, in your description, on your website, pinned to the top of the comments, etc. So if you do that, then you'll accumulate more watch time, because more watch time hours. And if you're just starting a channel, then you'll quickly get to that 4,000 hours of watch time, and also you get more subscribers because people will be more inclined to subscribe when they're watching multiple videos. So then you're building up that 1,000 subscriber level to become a member of the YouTube Partner Program. You're getting your 4,000 watch hours. And then, when you become a member of the YouTube Partner Program, you can monetize your videos with the ads, and then also you can link to a website that's associated with your channel. So you got some more benefits that come to you once you've met those requirements. So it kind of all starts off with having that kind of like bigger plan of creating that not just single video, but that multiple videos based around a theme or a specific topic. So either saying that I agree, playlists help. I notice they increase my watch time and I start put them everywhere on my channel. Yeah, absolutely, that's true. And Stan is saying that the playlists have helped the channel a lot. So yeah, I think that especially as you become more familiar with the channel and what works, what doesn't work, then you'll notice that playlists definitely help your channel to grow. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Stan, for that clarification. Yeah, the revenue that was, of course, the revenue that was generated up to that time that the video was removed, of course, I got that. But generally, you get a check from YouTube every 30 days. But I think it was in the middle of the month or the beginning of the month, so you're not going to get that revenue for that particular month and months going forward because your video has been removed. So, and even while they're reviewing your video, you're not going to make any revenue from that because it's not available on your channel. So yeah, so just 2 seconds of music that was copyrighted music that somebody discovered after 4 years and 40,000 views, which I got, some revenue from that. That was, I tried to appeal it, didn't win the appeal, and lost my ability to do live streams for 3 months. So that really sucked. But the good thing is, and I got a video about coming out on this next week, is that if you have violated the community guidelines, have changed the YouTube policies in 2019, that you first get a warning for, I think, 1 week, and then after that, if you violate the community guidelines again, then you get a strike on your channel, and you can't upload new content, and then you get a second strike within that 90-day period. Then they will also, you get some other things get taken away from your channel. And the third strike, which you don't want to have, is your channel gets terminated. So that's a video that's coming out next week. It talks all about the 4 different ways that you now get warned and you can get a strike on your channel, what to do about it, and so watch out for that. And also the other announcement is that I'm going to go on a trip to New Zealand starting next week with my daughter. So I'm probably not going to have a live stream going on in the next week or next 3 weeks. So just to let you know, and probably I'm only going to upload because I know in New Zealand the Wi-Fi is a bit not as available as here in the States. So I'm probably also going to be not uploading regular videos as I have been over the past few years. So I'm going to be away for like 3.5 weeks. So, if you have questions, etc., pop them into the Facebook group or into the comments on the videos, and I'll definitely respond to them. So yeah, thanks everybody for attending the live stream today, and for your comments, for your tips, for your suggestions, and I honor all of you for attending today's live stream. Hope you have a great weekend, a great week, and we'll see you in the next live stream or in the next video, which probably the next live stream probably going to be in April, unless I do a live stream from New Zealand. But yeah, great to see you all, and we'll see you soon. Take care.